After nearly a month of silence from Battlestate games, and no videos from me either, we have now just gotten an update. Now this has only come through on Discord as far as I can tell. Nobody uses Twitter anymore, but it's also not being put up on Blue Sky. Now it's an estimated plan of fixes and improvements that will be included in the upcoming updates. So it's not patch notes, it does not mean there's a new patch coming. It's just letting us know some of the things they're going to fix. So let's cover off some of the points that they raised on here. Now straight off the bat they said they're going to fix issues with synchronizing Arena and Tarkov, which has been a bit of a pain for a lot of people playing PvP. Just haven't been getting those synchronizations come across, which I think has really upset a lot of people. There are also a couple of fixes for Lightkeeper, including making sure you get your rewards, but also there is a bug where if you fail one of the quests, you cannot go back and get your reputation back up. So that's going to be fixed soon. TM. Give me some visual and geometry fixes on various different locations. Factory is getting a lighting rework. Now I really hope this means that it won't be dark as hell on Factory anymore. But seeing what they did to Interchange, the amount of times they've screwed that up before they fixed it, we'll have to wait and see. They're fixing some bugs and some culling issues. This should hopefully improve performance on places like Shoreline, Streets and Woods. There's also apparently a bug on Reserve where you can see through walls inside the D2 bunker, which is just what you need on the most camped extract in the game, is the ability to see through walls. There's some changes to the flea market, including fixing an error 1501 that comes up. It also says they're going to improve the filters when interacting with the flea market, which is good because the current filters kind of irritating and clunky. They're not great. So we'll see how they look when they get changed. There's a bug with a cultist circle where you don't receive any items. Now I've had this bug several times myself. I actually really do not like the occultist circle, probably because I just not putting the right items in it. I don't know. I just don't like it. So going to be some fixes for matchmaking. And there's also one of the points here just says fixes for various issues in the PvE zone mode. Really would like that to be a bit more specific, but you know, they're going to be fixing PvE stuff. And fixing some of the bugs with the grouping system and also with the AI. Now the grouping system I have had some real problems with, where you just have to restart the game if you're trying to play with friends every now and again, especially if someone leaves the group, it just breaks it. So I'm really hoping that they fix that. And then the big one, which they bury the lead a little bit on this one, they're going to be transiting to Unity 2022. Now as previously said in various different Nikita outlets, this doesn't mean we're going to notice a massive change immediately. We should hopefully not notice a change at all when we go to Unity 22, and instead it'll just give them a better baseline to build on, and it will allow them to improve things in the background initially, and then things that we start to see later in much later patches. Now as for Arena, I'm going to be fixing some issues and interacting with the armory, some matchmaking issues, a few quality of life and technical improvements. No idea what that means, but you know, we like quality of life stuff. Some culling fixes, so hopefully Bowl, Fort and Skybridge will run a little bit smoother. Fixing issues when interacting with the task widget. No idea what that was, never had that bug. We're getting some fixes for the Observer UI, getting some balancing adjustments and changes. So could this mean new loadouts again? Could it mean changing of the ammo? We don't know. There's no details here. We're just going to have to try and guess at this point. But they have been tweaking those loadouts to try and balance them and make them a little bit more fair. So let's see if they continue doing that. Got some improvements for Fort and Checkpoint game mode. There's a rework and optimization for the Equator map. And there will be adjustments and improvements for sounds on all locations. Now it's worth noting that the next update is going to be due hopefully sometime this month. And this will change all of the maps to winter mode from autumn or fall mode, which they are in at the moment. This means that camping in bushes will no longer be a thing, but also you will not have any retinas left because the snow is bright as hell. We don't know if the next patch is going to be coming with a wipe, but it does make sense that it will because it's the correct time. They normally do 2 a year, one in the summer and then one in the winter. So fingers crossed for a wipe coming up in December because the game needs a refresh right now. I don't know about you guys, but all the people who I know are no longer playing and have got off to play different games, things like Stalker, Satisfactory, Euro Truck Simulator. Don't judge, it's awesome. Shut up. Let me know down in the comments if any of these sound good to you or if you think that Battlestate are just padding out the time a little bit. Hopefully we're going to start seeing some events pop up soon. We want to start seeing some pre-wipe events. We had the bosses. Let's see if anything new comes up in the coming weeks. And until next time, I'll see you in Tarkov.